We're back. AAW, my friends, episode number. This will be 7, I think. Because I think for some reason AAW somehow got ahead of TNA. I'll just check. Because I need to check that your video went out tonight. When I'm recording this. Because guess what, guys? I'm that sort of person. Yeah, it did go out. It went up in 3 hours ago and someone's watched it. Hooray! So this is episode 7, TNA Wrestling. I hope you enjoyed TNA Wrestling. I hope you're enjoying the new series. And I can say what it is now. Haha! It's New Japan Pro Wrestling. My version of New Japan Wrestling. If anybody moans about how I'm booking it, I am going to lose it. Okay? Yes, I know I've brought in some WWE guys, but it's my New Japan and I wanted to do that. But in appreciation about that, Good Wrestling and Decent Crowd, the Rock and Roll Express defeated the Killer Bees in 7:31, when Mickey Morton defeated Brian Blair by pinfall with a double drop kick. We're in front of 7,000 people tonight at the John H. Lewis Gymnasium. It's 73B minus. Jim Bernzel is getting better. It's getting the colour come together match with boost. Robert Gibson 76, Ricky Morton 71, Jim Bernzel 61, Brian Blair 59. No work improvements. A 73B minus. Not a bad match to open up the pre-show. And it's two faces as well, which was, kind of a bit on it. In the pre-show, I've had Subpar Wrestling, a little heat. Susie Spirit, a little heat. Susie Spirit, Spanish Red, Hyundai, and Judy Martin defeated Linda Dallas, Luna Von Medusa, and Susan Sexton in 5 minutes 39 when Mika Honda Hyundai defeated Medusa by pinfall at 48D. Susie Spirit debuted a cheerleader. Garrett Scott's running very good. Mickey Hyundai, old school face. Garrett Scott's running a awful. Susan Sexton's getting better. Gimmick announced quality and the colour come to give the match a boost. Judy Martin 58. Mika Hyundai 30. Spanish Red 21. Susie Spirit 17. Susan Sexton 32. Medusa 50. Luna Vork 50. And Linda Dallas 53. No working rate of 48D plus. Oh yes, I hope you've enjoyed this week. 4 days on the trot of wrestling. Believe me, it's been tough recording. The Christmas special of Fallen Star Wrestling is still rendering. It's at 92 now and it's been rendering since 5 o'clock in the morning. So that'll tell you how long that's took. Quite a while. In appreciation of had decent wrestling with non-existent crowd heat, Juice and Thunder Liger, Ultimo Dragon and Danny Collins defeat Chris Benoit, Dave Finlay and Giant Haystacks in 7:20 when Darren Collins defeated Giant Haystacks by pinfall, probably with the help of Juice and Thunder Liger and Ultimo Dragon. The announced quality and the colour come together match of boost. Danny Collins 41, Ultimo Dragon 55, Juice and Thunder Liger 64, Giant Haystacks 29, Dave Finlay 52, and Chris Benoit 64. Danny Collins in Technical and Dave Finlay in Technical at 59C. Not a bad match really. I'm really concerned that this mic ain't picking me up. For some reason it just sounds a bit quieter than normal, but it's all plugged in correctly, so should be alright. In the pre-show I've had Subpar Wrestling and Little Heat, Ricky Knight Jr. and Ricky Knight, not Junior. We're not doing Falling Star, Josh. And Yokozuna defeat Eddie Guerrero and Shawn Michaels in 8:54, and Ricky Knight defeat Eddie Guerrero by pinfall the pile driver. Yokozuna's way off his game. The announced quality and the colour come together match of boost. Shawn Michaels 55, Eddie Guerrero 63, Yokozuna 35, and Ricky Knight out there with a 32. No work for 55C minus. And by the way, if you fans are annoyed about the WWE guys are coming in, get annoyed about the UK guys and bring it in. We're making New Japan a global company, and I'm bringing in. I will announce it now on this episode. For the next episode, there will be 3 guys from Fallen Star coming in, which are Rory Knight, Zack Knight, and Ricky Knight Jr. joining. I'm not revealing any more secrets about the company, but those 3 have joined, and they are part of the lightweight division. I just needed more people in the lightweight and the IWGP heavyweight tag team divisions and stuff, so that I can book it the way I want. So you'll get to see all that in the next episode of New Japan. Of course, don't forget, guys, I haven't mentioned it this episode because I'm trying to get rid of me mentioning it. We have got a schedule. It is Monday night, Falling Star. Tuesday night's TNA. Wednesday night, New Japan Wednesdays. And All Action Wrestling Thursdays. There you go. In a decent pre-show pre-show match, Vladimir Pertrov, Vader, Rick Steiner and Demolition Axe defeated Ultimate Warrior Steve Regal, Rick Rude and Marty Jannetty in 15:29, when Rick Steiner defeated Steven Regal by pinfall the Flying Bulldog. At 68C+, Marty Jannetty debuted his show stealer gimmick. Above average, announced quality and the colour conjugate a match of boost. Marty Jannetty 52, Rick Rude 66, Steven Regal 51. Ultimate Warrior 55, Demolition Axe 73, Rick Steiner 61, Vader 69, and Vladimir Portov 51. Vader Performance Regal Performance, a 68C plus. And I'm just gonna. It became pretty clear that Rick Rude was raced on dogging it ready as pace to his performance. Twice. It was very clear of it. Why isn't Bret Hart on screen? Bret Hart is meant to be on screen. 74B minus opening up in the show. We have Jim Nadine Hart and he goes, every week my brother runs roughshod through this place. You want my title in 2 weeks? You get the shot. At King of the Ring, I hope you lose. Then I get a year of peace with no more bullshit. Bullshit, Bret. Bret, you an ass. And then Bret Hart comes out and he's not on screen for for some reason. He goes, oh dear, somebody let the idiot loose with the mic. It won't be me not challenging for a year. It will be you. You see, I'm a leader of the biggest group in pro wrestling. The Hart Foundation is my group. In 2 weeks, it's 2 weeks, and it's 2 weeks away, and we'll know next week who is going on to the finals of the King of the Ring and main eventing. I don't know what I did there. I'm really confused with this. So basically, he's going. It's 2 weeks away, and in a week's time, we'll find out who's going to win. Who's going on to the finals? Now, the finals I have made a bit obvious now. I think many people who are my booking will know where I'm going with my finals. But yeah, so you'll get to know about that very shortly. So in a decent match, Sergeant Slaughter defeated The Undertaker by pinfall following interference from Shawn Michaels. Paul Bear did good work ringside. The Nats quality in the colour come together match of boost. The Undertaker 58, Sergeant Slaughter 66, a 68C. The Undertaker is improving in performance, a 68C plus. Not a bad match really. Oop. And over to there. Please don't play. I'm watching American Wrestling Redefined. In about that good wrestling interaction with the crowd, Arn Anderson defeated Owen Hart in 740 by pinfall. Arn Anderson 75, Owen Hart 66. No work improvements, but we now know that next week on Full Throttle, for the semi-finals, it's going to be Arn Anderson against our Sergeant's. Let me put my teeth in and I'll talk. Sergeant Slaughter. I am also now implementing on here the one thing I'm implementing everywhere else, and that is longer main events. Because it seems to be working for ratings for us, so that's what we're going to be doing. A 74B minus, not a bad match really. I forgot to do something then. I forgot to check the worker improvements and tell you what ratings they had. Damn. You two have made my monsters very angry. Oh yes. At the King of the Ring, you two will face your inner demons and see if you can fight against those demons. Oh yes. The 74B minus, both storylines have advanced with this angle. That is one of the better Paul Bearer angles I've done. He seems to be getting better at what he's doing, which is good. I am working improvements before doing anything. In a decent match, King Kong Bundy defeated Bob Holly in 8:26 by pinfall the Avalanche. Bob Holly was right off his game. King Kong Bundy, Bob Holly have pretty good chemistry at lifted the match. The announced quality in the colour come together the match a boost. King Kong Bundy 71, Bob Holly 38. If no one can see who's in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament now, you're all blind. Okay? You should know who's going into the finals. Masked Warrior, what you hiding, Warrior? You're a member of the FBI or something? You're here in a secret to take our information back to your boss. I know you're secret, Warrior. And time, someone let it out. Dutch Mantel's losing his plot. First he says they're false idols and heroes, and now he's accusing Ultimate Warrior of being a flipping FBI agent. Well, my friends, this storyline is just going to keep getting weirder and weirder and weirder until we get out of it at King of the Ring. But Dutch Mantel is losing his marbles. That's all I'm saying. I don't know why it was an idea I had about them being false idols and stuff. But then I thought I might as well make him lose his mind. Because it works. In a battle of superb wrestling and great heat, Road Warriors defeated the Bulldogs in 8:28 when Road Warrior Hawk defeated Dynamite Kid by pinfall the Doomsday device. In terms of ring work, Road Warrior Hawk was head and shoulders above everyone else. Paul Ellering did good work at ringside. David Boy Smith was slowed by his injury. The colour commentary going to match a boost. Road Warrior 97, Road Warrior Animal 81, Dynamic Kid 87 and David Boy 77. No work improvements. And the Demolition, as you saw, was in a singles match, but that's because his partner's injured and he will be back next week. Oh, that tastes good. I made a good cup of tea. Makes a change for me. Anyway, let's get back to track. 74B minus, and I forgot to do workers' improvements. I am Paul Ellering gets a mic and he stands in the ring for this 80B angle. Holy shit. Yes, they're still the champions. Yes, they got a win over my boys. King of the Ring, marking in your calendars as the night you'll witness the Road Warriors win the tag team titles. Demolition, listen up. Coming up in 2 weeks is a fight like no other, and we're going to take you down and take the tag team gold. They have done it before, and they'll do it again at King of the Ring. So, I will tell you how this angle was set up. Paul Ellering was rated on Entertainment. These two were rated on Menace, and it got an 80B. Whew. That was better. That angle was better than I thought it was going to do. But Paul Ellering gets in the ring. In a decent match, Dusty Rhodes defeated Kendo Nagasaki in 8:06 by pinfall, the bionic elbow. Kendo Nagasaki's rid of his game. He sustained a shattered knee. Fuck. And that's quality in the colour commentary going to match boost. Dusty Rhodes seemed good. Kendo Nagasaki 8:32. Dusty Rhodes 86. Good job I didn't book him to go forward. But next week, it's being confirmed King Kong Bundy versus... If no one can see what the final is, I might as well just tell you who the final two are going to be, because it should be plainly obvious. Bearing in mind the storylines we're doing at the moment. Has anybody seen a pattern? But anyway, Kendo Nagasaki is going to be out for about a month or a year to two with a shattered knee, probably retire. He's heading towards retirement anyway. In about that, superb wrestling and detail the crowd. Can-Am Connection defeated the Midnight Express in 7:33 when Tom Zank defeated Stan Lane by pinfall the missile drop hit. Sam Zank was the weakling should have killed him as ring performance at 74B minus. Stan Lane and Bobby Eaton showed extra chemistry team together, so did Rick Mattel and Tom Zank. The colour commentary match boost: Bobby Eaton 87, Stan Lane 77, Tom Zank 59, Rick Martel 88. Rick Martel improving in performance. I'm just moving my screen back a little bit so I can see what I'm doing on this laptop because I've moved positions. Truly, Blanchard does a promo on Jerry the King Lawler. The King has fallen out of luck and won't finish the King of the Ring. Inside the ring at King of the Ring, I will show Jerry is not as good as he makes out. So we've had our careers across the territories which now have collapsed. But King of the Ring, I'll show you I am good. In the ring, if not better than the King. There's a lot of rings, kings, and God knows what else in that promo, but a 78B. I think truly Blanchard did pretty well to get a 78B with that sort of promo. And then we see Hulk Hogan. You see, this is the red and black running through my veins, and my relationship with Jesse and Gene brought me to the AAW. You see people, and you see the people and the huge stars have seen this company as a place to come and be a star. You see, Vince, you can try and copy what the AAW is doing, brother, but you'll not be able to keep up. You won't be able to keep up. We're coming for you, and step one is taking the NWA title off Ric Flair, brother. Hulk Hogan was very poor in trying to improvise dialogue, yet he asked for me to do it. Okay. The NWA World Heavyweight title advanced segment. I'm not complaining because he did a 77B. But yeah, he's saying the black and yellow, the red and yellow is running wild through this company. But we have a bout that didn't do as well as I thought he would, but that's probably because only Drew McDonald's not very good and he's not very popular. But yeah. In about that decent wrestling but non-existent crowd heat, Drew McDonald defeated Brian Pillman in 7:50 by pinfall with a Celtic Crusher. Drew McDonald's getting better at his gimmick. Drew McDonald sustained a sprained ankle. Great. The announced quality in the colour comes together match of boost. Brian Pillman 67, Drew McDonald 33. Drew McDonald improving in performance. Yay! And I also know that a sprained ankle is about 3 days. And he was also drunk. Drew, you are in trouble because I do know for the fact the backstage rules say you're not allowed to drink. Because I have the control of them. In above that superb subpar wrestling, a little heat, Klondike Cake debuts against Chainsaw and the Matilda Hun. And then they defeat Heidi Lee Morgan, Amy Muscles and Alice Lane in 6:42 when Klondike Kate defeated Amy Muscles by pinfall for the Klondike Crush. If you don't know who Klondike Kate is, Google her. Because all I know is she was a big woman in the 80s and she was a female wrestler in Britain. One of the few around at this time. Heideley Morgan was really off a game. Klondike debuted a female once again. It's got a short rating of average. Unanimous quality in the colour commentary going to match a boost. Alice Lane looked good out there. Alice Lane 65, Amy Muscles 55, Heideley Morgan 45, Matilda Hunt 41, Chainsaw the worst of the lot in 20 with a 29, and Klondike Cake with a 24. Oh no, Klondike Cake got the worst rating. Holy crap. Matilda Hunt in a 54 C minus, and Matilda Hunt improving in Technical. Good old Matilda. She's our women's champion, so she needs to keep improving. But then we see that Sergeant Slaughter, ahead of next week's pay-per-view, he started getting beaten up by King Kong Bundy. Hello? Anybody seeing the pattern here? No? Okay. I know that my booking is very obvious, especially with the King of the Ring tournament, but, you know, there's a reason why I threw some people in it. In a good match, Sting, Lex Luger, Kurt Hennig, and Trudy Blanchard defeated Ric Flair, Dutch Mantel, Jeff Jarrett, and Mankind in 8:19, when Sting defeated Mankind by pinfall, 74 B-. Paul Bearer was good at ringside. The colour commentary match of boost. Blanchard 75, Kurt Hennig 80, Lex Luger 68, Sting 64, Mankind 56, Jeff Jarrett 57, Dutch Mantel 62, and Ric Flair out there with an 88. Dutch improving in Rumble, and he's probably still losing his plot, screaming about. And then we just have a video hyping up the pay-per-view match between Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan ahead of their match at King of the Ring inside the steel cage. Bum, 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 bum. Which is probably not steel, it's probably just chicken wire. But in above had superb wrestling and good heat. Bret Hart and Scott Hall defeated Jim Dean Hart and Adrian Adonis in 7:40 when Bret Hart defeated Adrian Adonis by pinfall. The colour commentary match of boost, Adrian Adonis 77, Jim Dean Hart 75. Scott Hall was 70 with a 75 as well, and Bret Hart 84. Jim Dean Hart in technical, Jim Dean Hart in performance, and Adrian Adonis in performance. Scott Hall's getting up there to be a main event. These guys probably could have been a good main event scene, but we need to push the main event scene a bit more, which we are doing. You'll get to see very soon. In an exceptional match, Randy Savage defeated Andre the Giant, Adrian Adonis. Andre the Giant in 8:02 by pinfall. Randy Savage 94, Andre the Giant 71, probably by the elbow drop. No work improvements, but Randy Savage is... Ooh, yeah. Then we see a video piping up tonight's main event, which is a long one. It is 25 minutes of pure wrestling madness, because we're going to go for longer matches to get better ratings. And it works, an 84B. In an exceptional match, Hulk Hogan defeated Jerry Lawler in 25-28 by pinfall the Axe Bomber after a distraction from Trudy Blanchard. Hulk Hogan seen off his game. Jerry Lawler outperforming Hulk Hogan here tonight with an 84 and Hogan with an 83. No work improvements. We end the show there, my friends. And next week will be the go-home show to King of the Ring. We will know who's going forward in King of the Ring. And if anyone doesn't realise, I do record this laying on my bed. And ATB, my friends, we increased our popularity in 11 regions. My friends, I'll see you again live next week for AAW. Thank you for watching. Hey guys, I know that some of you are not going to like this decision at all, and some of you will. But I've also done this in TNA, so don't ask. I've made the decision because I got to tonight's TV taping, and SPN... It didn't happen, and I didn't realise that SPN had cancelled our deal. And we've got no deal for any deals at all for our shows. So we're not on TV anymore. And I cannot get anyone to subscribe. So, we have started our very own, very similar to how WCW had it in this day when Ted Turner had his own. Jesse Ventura has started AAW Showtime. It is a broadcasting channel. Which is owned by AAW, but it is on telly, but it will be showcasing AAW events and other wrestling companies around the world. I have made the decision to do this because I am really struggling to be able to do what I really want to do with certain events. You know, I haven't been allowed to do Mick Foley in a tables match, things like that. So I've made the group. I have put our company into debt by doing so. I'm not going to show you that screen, but yeah, that's what's happened. The company's in a bit of debt, but hopefully people want to watch our, company grow, and hopefully see. We haven't got a dojo or anything, but I am thinking about making one. But yeah, hopefully you guys are happy with the decision. The decision's been made. It hasn't been made lightly, but it's not going to help us grow at all. It's just kind of there to help us be able to book our own TV shows, be able to do what we need to do to take on, you know, the big boys. I'm not going to say much else, but that's the decision I've made. We're going to get straight into King of the Ring, and then we're going to have the end of the year awards. But thank you guys for understanding. If you don't want to watch this series because of that, that's fine. You don't have to watch the series because I've done that. But it's a TV channel for wrestling product, mainly this, made by Jesse. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for watching. But that's the decision I made. I've done it because that's the only way I can see around what I need to, you know, to be able to do what I want to do on the channel. It has put our company into a bit of debt, but we've got some new stars coming in. And I think we could probably do longer TV shows. So, we'll see. We'll see you again with King of the Ring. Thank you for watching, guys. Hey guys, welcome to King of the Ring. Jesse Ventura is going to be opening up tonight's pay-per-view, so there won't be my really cool welcome to King of the Ring. But tonight, I don't think we're going to sell out, but we are in a very important milestone. We've sold it out. Holy shit. Live in front of a sold out Madison Square Gardens in front of 18,500 people. It's time for King of the Ring, the first ever King of the Ring, guys. What a road it's been. And we finally got here. You don't want to see that. Well, you can look at that if you want. That's just how I do my things. Baby, we were made this way. Tonight, everybody's being used apart from 2 people from the women's division and a few managers. Save that because I can get that up next year. When I get around to it next time, which will be about a year. But I'm going to do a special review after this of the year, the special year results. We're live on TV tonight on our brand new channel, which I explained why I've done that. But in a decent pre-show bout, the Steiner brothers make their return by defeating the Killer Bees in 7:32 and Scott Steiner defeating Brian Blair by pinfall the Steiner device. Jim Berzer 61, Brian Blair 61, Rick Steiner 64, Scott Steiner 62. Brian Blair is improving in Rumble, a 67C+. That's beautiful, baby. A 59C. In a pre-show bout, I've had decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Matilda the Hunter should have gone further up, actually. Defeated Judy Martin in 8:04 by pinfall the Big Splash and makes defense number 3 of her Glow Championship. And that's quality in the colour commentary match of boost. Judy Martin 59, Matilda the Hunter 42. No work for us. All the titles are on the line tonight, but this one was on the in a dark match, especially for the 18,500 people who have paid tickets to come and see my really weird wrestling show. In a pre-show bout, I've had good wrestling and decent crowd. The Midnight Express defeated the Rock and Roll Express in 7:33. When Stan Lane defeated Robert Gibson by pinfall of Rocket Launcher. Bobby Eaton carried the match in terms of ring performance, a 74B-. Stan Lane's getting better at his gimmick. Stan Lane and Bobby Eaton showed out his chemistry team together. Colour commentary together match of boost. Robert Gibson 68, Ricky Morton 66, Bobby Eaton 81 and Stan Lane 67. Ricky Morton improving in Rumble, which I think is you. No, you're Gibson. Yeah, you're Morton. I always get the Rock and Roll Express mixed up. Don't know why. I am awoken, Matt Hardy. In the pre-show, I've had superb wrestling and little heat. Chainsaw, Klondike, Kate, Linda Dallas, Luna Von Erich, and Medusa defeated Susie Spirit, Mika Hyunda, Heidi Morgan, Amy Muscles, and Alice Lane. Of course, as you remember, Amy Muscles and Alice Lane had the names changed to something different for me to be able to say their names. In 15-16, when Klondike Kate defeated Mika Hyundai by pinfall the Klondike Crush. Susie Spirit was the weak link. Chainsaw was really off a game, announced quality, and the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Alice Lane looked good out there. Alice Lane 69, Amy Muscles 60, Heidi Lee Morgan 48, Mika Hyundai 32, Susie Spirit 19, Medusa 52, Luna White 53. Linda Dallas 47, Klondike Kate getting up there now with 28. Obviously, she was a bit nervous on her debut. And Chainsaw 33, Chainsaw in performance. Susie Spirit in performance. And Klondike Cake in performance. Cake? Kate. Not cake, Josh. I know you like food, but God help you. Can I just have a quick look and see if this is done? Oh, thank God for that. I tell you what, that's been a long road to get that ready. But I've got TNA ready to go out for you, and I've got the new series, what you would have already watched, New Japan Wednesdays, ready to go out, all set up and scheduled. That will be going out, and then tomorrow these two parts of this, and then the thing I'm going to do just before I go to bed, the end of the year review will be going out tomorrow, hopefully. and then if it will be scheduled so I can go to my girlfriend's over Christmas and not need my laptop there to upload everything. In the pre-show bout, I've had decent wrestling, but little heat. Stephen Regal, Eddie Guerrero, Brian Pillman and Bob Holly defeat Chris Benoit, Dave Finlay, Giant Haystacks and Ricky Knight in 6:27 when Eddie Guerrero defeated Ricky Knight by pinfall the Frog Splash, a 62C. John Haystacks getting better, getting announced quality in the colour commentary together match of boost. Bob Holly 51, Brian Pillman 68, Eddie Guerrero 55, Stephen Regal 59, Ricky Knight 35, Haystacks 35, Dave Finlay 54, and Benoit 69, and Benoit improving in performance. I would like to say one thing. Even though I will be done with recording, I'll be recording the next week's. I'll probably do some New Japan tomorrow. Just because I'm going to struggle once I come back because it's New Year. And I might not. So don't expect to have full videos the following week because of New Year and stuff. Because I don't know if I'll be able to get all 4. But expect some videos. Probably New Japan and Fallen Star will be out. I don't know if I'll be able to get AAW and TNA done. I might be able to because I'm doing some changes with TNA. But, you know, just be... I've done this especially for you because it's Christmas. Kind of show you, heading into the new year, how this setup's going to work. So, if you don't have all your videos next week, don't panic. It will be back to normal as soon as the new year and Christmas is over. But hey-ho. In a pre-show bout, I've had decent wrestling, but a little heat. Yokozuna, Vader, and Taz defeated Ultimo Dragon, Juice and Thunder Liger, and Danny Collins at 650 when Vader defeated Ultimo Dragon by pinfall the Vader Bomb. Taz was here on a one-night deal. Might be coming in more permanently. Danny Collins 43, Juice and Liger 69, Ultimo Dragon 57, Taz 42, Vader 62, and Yokozuna 41. Taz will be coming in more permanently because he's just improved in performance. And Yokozuna in Rumble, so Taz will probably be hired because we've got... I'm trying to think of his name now. Kendo Nakasaki's out for a year. Drew McDonald is in rehab, and so is Rick Rude. I accidentally sent Drew McDonald to rehab, which I wasn't meant to do, but Rick Rude was. That seemed to work last time, so we send him to rehab and see what happens. Hold on a minute, guys. Something's just really winding me up. That's better. I'm sat here with toys around me, and I've got my Donald Duck, and his back collar was a bit screw with. As many of you might have realised, I am a massive Disney fan, and I do have Disney toys absolutely everywhere. I've got like 4 Mickeys. I've got 1 Goofy. I've got the Christmas light up Goofy. I've got everything. But anyway, so Jesse Ventura's in the ring and he opens it up tonight and goes, "This will be the last 3-hour pay-per-view. All pay-per-view events will be 4 hours after tonight. Tonight will be live on my TV channel, which is showcasing all different sports from around the world. ESPN and Showcase cancelled our deals, so now the whole world can see us on AAW Showtime every week with loads of other TV shows and great sporting events. Now, because of last night at a live event, King Kong Bundy and Sergeant Slaughter got through the King of the Ring and will be in the finals. Let's get this show started." So yeah, King Kong Bundy and Sergeant Slaughter in the finals. If you did not realise that was going to happen, then you know, hence why I wasn't really going to kind of fight to get the TV show back up and running. It was kind of obvious that was going to happen. In about that decent wrestling, we did have a cheat. The Undertaker defeated Shawn Michaels in 10:03 when Shawn Michaels was trapped. The Undertaker wins NWA television title, a 60C. And Paul Bear had a good work at ringside. The colour commentary together match a boost. The colour commentary together match a boost. All the announcing quality lift the match. The Undertaker 57, Shawn Michaels 54. The Undertaker improving performance. And night. Way to open up the night. Hey, let's have a casket match to open up the night. If you think that's bad, at least our Undertaker ain't got a load of zombies and frozen time and thrown into sacrifice Stephanie McMahon to the gods, to the devil or whatever. I don't know what happened in my head when I wrote that storyline, but hey, it's looking good. I think it's one of the best storylines we've got going at the moment. And above our good wrestling and decent match of the crowd, Lex Luger defeated Arn Anderson in 15-10 by pinfall, a 72B-. The colour commentary together match a boost. Lex Luger 64, Arn Anderson 71. No working rooms. I'm wondering if all the people turned out tonight because of the major stars I've got debuting in a bit. Because I know this is not set to be the end of the year show, because that's Bound for Glory in September. In above our decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat, the Ultimate Warrior defeated Dutch Mantel in 10:28 by pinfall the Big Splash. Ultimate Warrior makes defense number 4 of his AAW United States Championship. The announced quality in the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Dutch Mantel 66, Ultimate Warrior 50. No work improvements. You'll be glad to know that all the storylines will change for the new year. which I'm not editing. I won't do until I get around to recording the next set of statements. In about that decent wrestling without much heat, Sting defeated Mankind in a Falls Count Anywhere match in 11 minutes 11 seconds by pinfall 63C. Paul Bear did good work at ringside. Sting 57, Mankind 56. No work improvements. As per usual, Sting and Mankind have pretty good chemistry. And I bet these two will go, oh, you put me in a brawling match. I'm not very good at brawling. Blah, blah, blah. No, they're not moaning. Okay. I just think the game's froze. Yes, it has, because our first four-man tag match with 1, 2 debuts. There's a load more coming later on. In a decent match, Marty Jannetty, Owen Hart, Kurt Hennig and Brutus Beefcake defeated Scott Hall, Ted DiBiase, Vladimir Pertarov and Jeff Jarrett in 8-11 when Brutus Beefcake defeated Jeff Jarrett by pinfall. 72B-. Brutus Beefcake debuted his barber gimmick. I'm going to cut your hair. It's got an initial rating above average. Ted DiBiase old school heel gimmick, an initial rating above average. Vladimir Pertarov was really off his game, probably the biggest crowd he's ever wrestled in front of. The announced quality in the colour commentary got a match of Bruce. Beefcake 63, Hennig 78, Owen Hart 70, Marty Jannetty 47, Jeff Jarrett 52, Vladimir Pertarov 43, Ted DiBiase 75 and Scott Hall 67. Owen Hart in Rumble, Beefcake in Techno and Vladimir Pertarov in Performance. Hooray! There's a really good match, and then we got a really big one later on, which is going to surprise you all because there's so many big names in it. Woo! Holy fucking... Right, I'm sorry, I nearly swore then, but... What? In a superb wrestling and decent from the crowd, the British Bulldogs defeated Can-Am Connection in 11:30 when David Boyd defeated Rick Martel by pinfall with a power clean lift. Tom Zenit was the weak link. An 80 bloody B! Dynamite Kid 83, David Boyd 85, Tom Zenit 64, Rick Martel 84, 11:38. God knows what the main events are going to do then, because one of the main event matches is bloody over 30 minutes. In above had superb wrestling and decent wrestling, Trudy Blanchard defeated Jerry Lawler in 15:18 by a pinfall the slingshot suplex. 79B, Trudy Blanchard 79, Jerry Lawler 84. No work in progress, but 79B, that did better than I thought it was, which is why it's where it is. Let's hope that the Road Warriors they beat Demolition and the Road Warriors in a match. So my best tag match of the night wasn't even the tag title match. Okay. In a bout that had great wrestling, good heat, Road Warriors defeat Demolition in 15:03 when Road Warrior Hawk defeat Demolition Axe by pinfall with a Doomsday device. The Road Warriors are now your AAW tag team. In terms of ring work, Road Warrior Hawk was head and shoulders above everyone else, but Demolition's master weak link. Paul Ellering, and that's because of like a selling on display, the colour together match a boost. Road Warrior Hawk 87, Road Warrior Animal 73, Demolition Smash 62, and Demolition Axe 74. Road Warrior Hawk improving the technical. So I can tell you the tag team title storyline, what's going to be happening next month, for the next 3 months after this show. The Road Warriors versus bloody the British Bulldogs. If they're going to pull out 80Bs with like the Can-Am Connection, and we're definitely going to be pulling that out as a tag team storyline, that'd be good fun. That was the original plan anyway, but my god, it's definitely happening now. This only got 74B-. Ooh. In an exceptional match, Andre the Giant, Bob Orton Jr., Honky Tonk Man, Carmella, or Carmella? I can't even say his name now. Kamala. There we go, Kamala. We'll get there eventually. Roddy Piper defeated Ricky Steamboat, Randy Savage, Nikita Koloff, Dusty Rhodes, and Agent Adonis in 14:48. Nikita Koloff was the first to be eliminated. Then Carmella, then Honky Tonk Man, then Adrian Adonis, then Dusty, then Bob Orton Jr., then Andre the Giant, and then finally, then Ricky Steamboat, and then Randy Savage. Roddy Piper got the win, by the way, guys. Ricky Steamboat debuted the Dragon Game. It's got a trainer below average. Randy Savage has seemed off his game. Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth have great chemistry. He's getting better at his gimmick. Nikolai Koloff, badass gimmick. And Nikita Koloff, average. Andre the Giant was really off his game. Bob Orton Jr., cowboy gimmick's got a trainer, great. Honky Tonk Man, Elvis Impersonator, average. Honky Tonk Man's getting better at his gimmick. Kamala, David is Savage, gimmick above average. Roddy Piper, loose cannon, below average. And Miss Elizabeth, old school Val, has got an issue of average. Adrian Adonis, 81. Dusty Rhodes, 78. Nikita Koloff, 71. Randy Savage, 89. Ricky Steamboat, 91. Roddy Piper, 95. Carmella, 59. Honky Tonk Man, 66. Bob Orton Jr., 80. And Andre the Giant, 71. Dusty Rhodes, in Rumble, Kamalo in Rumble, Bob Orton Jr. in Technical, and Nikita Koloff in Flying. If I had just put that over, it was 14:48, so I should have just put that to 17 minutes, and that would have got to be at least. Video plays hyping King Kong Bundy versus Sergeant Slaughter, your final, 63C. I don't think the final match is going to do very well. It might surprise. Yeah, I didn't think it would. But above, I had great heat and decent wrestling. King Kong Bundy defeated Sergeant Slaughter in 2003 by pinfall legally using the ropes for leverage. King Kong Bundy now gets to wear the King of the Ring title around his waist for a year. He was visibly tiring. There was not enough selling. The nice quality in the colour comp to give a match a boost. Bundy 63, Slaughter 63. No work improvements, but thank God we didn't do that as a main event. Now you ready for our double cage main events? Oh, I bet you are. So the first one is Bret Hart versus Jimmy Dean Hart. Whoever loses has to wait a whole year before they can go for the title again. And that's both titles, NWA. Against an 80B. Holy crap. In a superb match, Jimmy Dean Hart defeated Bret Hart in 24 minutes 58 by pinfall the Anvil Flatliner. When Jimmy Dean Hart makes defense number 6 of his AAW Championship. Jimmy Dean Hart was really off his game. Bret Hart and Jim have pretty good chemistry left in the match. Bret Hart 87, Jim 866, no work improvements. So Bret Hart can't go after the title for a year. I think that's pretty obvious when King Kong Bundy won the King of the Ring. I was gonna have Sergeant and Bret do it, and do a feud all over again, but I thought I'd better not. But a video plays hyping up tonight's main event. It only gets a 75B minus. I don't know why the hype videos are not getting better than 75s. An 81B in an exceptional match. Hulk Hogan defeated Ric Flair in 34 minutes 55. Yes, we went 34 minutes for this. It by pin for the big leg drop. Hulk Hogan is now your NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Hulk Hogan 81, Ric Flair 91. No work improvements with the NWA World Heavyweight Storylines Advances segment, and that will be changing. I do know who is going to be going up for that. We are going to be doing Hulk Hogan versus Roddy Piper again. Because it was the 80s, and that's one of the biggest feuds going at the 80s. We got an 80B! I would like an 80s. I know that we've still got a lot of work to do. I think we are going to be one of the top companies. Sooner or later, we will be one of the top companies going, I think. We are getting there with the names and stuff. I think we need to not be mean to certain wrestlers. I think certain wrestlers need to have their belts taken off them. So I'll see you guys back at the main title screen when we have a quick look at the end of the year review, see what's happened, see who's got some of the trophies. But thank you for watching. We'll see you at the end of the year review. Hey guys, welcome back. Yeah, welcome back. It's the end of the year. So the rest of the year was Stan Hansen for performances over the past 12 months. This time marks the first time he's won it. But he died in May. So they're giving the rest of the year January, March, April, May. So he did all this in between then, and he got mostly 90s. So I'll let him have that, but he won't be getting it next year because he's no longer with us, sadly. All Japan Pro Wrestling instead of New Japan, that makes a change. Tag Team of the Year was Miyando and Tadaka. Match of the Year was Hulk Hogan defeated Randy Savage. Show of the Year was Summer Action Series 2, won by All Japan. Rest of the Year was Takashasha Kawada. Veteran of the Year was Masa Ciuta. Female Rest of the Year was Devil Masima, who we don't have signed, I don't think. No, she's currently unemployed. She's a freelance, so... Most Improved in Company of the Year, All Action Wrestling. The All Action Wrestling have captured the Most Improved Company of the Year award for the first time. A great 1987 had seen them on a steady rise, with the coming 12 months looking an exciting time for them. I'm happy with that. Independent Rest of the Year goes to Steve Cassie. Manager of the Year goes to Magnum TA. Announcer of the Year goes to Lance Russell. Colour Commentator of the Year goes to me, Jesse Ventura. And Ref of the Year goes to Randy Anderson, who he is one of our referees, so I'm happy with that. So we're going to have a quick look at some of our things. We struck gold with the show, sell out, 6,000.5, 80B. You see, already we're getting more viewers with having our own TV channel. Because it isn't realistic at the moment because of things. I don't think there's anybody in any Hall of Fames. The only Hall of Fame I know is All Japan with Stan Hansen. Vinya Garnier is in the American Wrestling Association one. CSW's got Bab Gavan, Buzz Taylor, and Pat Connor. There's no, even Jim Crockett Promotions, which is no longer with us. It's got Lou Fez and Paul Jones, but, So we can have a look at some things. We're just going to get rid of that. And Roddy Piper moaning about... Yeah, I know Scott Steiner's a star in the making, hence why I'm utilising him as a star. So, at the moment, most popular stars in the... Why am I doing the most popular? I was going to do the Power 500. Let's have a just quick look, see if anyone's in the... I don't even think anyone's... So, Blue Demon, Bruno Sammartino, Buddy Rogers, Fritz von Erich, Gorgeous George, Carl Koch, Killer Karofsky, Lou Fez, Ricky Donza, Stu Hart, and Vernie Gagne are in the Hall of Immortals. That will change over time. But for now, the Power 500. So, of course, Stan Hansen at the top. Akira Masuda, Jumbo Tetsuya, Gunshir Tenero, Tetsuya Fujima, Masayoto, Ricky Kurse, Steve Williams. 14 why isn't... This is not realistic, I don't think. I think this has been done because we started the game quite late. So Jerry Lawler's down here at 87. And Hogan's quite missing. Dusty Rhodes is at 59. So I'm going to ignore this because I don't think this is correct. It's 1986. In 1986, I think it was more realistic. Ric Flair, yeah. See? Ricky Steamboat, Savage, Dos Caras, Ted DiBiase. Hogan's not even on this list either. But ladies and gentlemen, a new year marks some storylines. We've got a bit of money. We've kind of got out of debt. Not a lot of debt. But yeah, as you know, all these are going to be changed. So I'm going to remind myself by doing this. Because when I come onto the game, I'll forget and I'll start doing the shows and book storylines that we've already done. If I do this, I'll look at it and go, that's not enough storylines. Oh yeah, I need to change them. Which I'll probably do actually because I'm watching AAW at the moment. I'm going to bed. So we're going to have a quick look at some companies who we have fallen breveling to. We are second in the world to Vince McMahon, and he's a genius, but he is failing because this is his top stars at the moment. Butch Reed, Hercules, Ken Pachette, Nikolai Koloff, and Tito Santina. That is the WWF's current roster. And the only storyline they got going is Butch Reed and Hercules versus Tito Santino and Vince McMahon. Is Vince McMahon now wrestling? What is going on here? Nope, he's an authority figure. Okay. We're going to have a quick look at... Well, I'm not going to have too much of a look at this, but this is Great Barbers Company in All Japan. I'm not interested in titles. I should have really done the top 100. So they're national sized, so this is their third. All Japan have 46. Giant Barber, Rika Kushia, Jumbo Tetsuya, and Genshio Tenaya and Akai Amida are their top stars. I will go and do WF's top 100. So their best events, look, they're just getting 90s all the way through, which really winds me up. But Japan, any company in Japan can do that. They have got a few shows without a 90, but majority of them are 98s. So they're always going to get that. I'm just going to have I'm going to have a quick look at New Japan after this, and then we'll cut this off for this episode. Well, thank you all for joining us for the past 4 days of great wrestling. So 91, 91, 91, 89, 89, 88, 88, 88. We'll get there, don't we? I hope you enjoyed these long days of wrestling. Hopefully you didn't think it was too much doing it in this way. Hopefully the new scheduling is going to work for us for my booking and stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. So we're just going to have a quick look at New Japan. Because as I'm now doing New Japan, I might as well. Tetsuma Fujima, Monsieur Siono, Kenja Mutu, Steve Williams is the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and Animal Hamijika, a 40-year-old. So they're all going to be working for that company, Powerful Women's of Wrestling, which was Dave McLean's predecessor. And they don't have many women on the roster now because I kind of nicked them all. And they've got no champions. What are they a touring company then? Yeah, they're waiting next door. They're active. They're waiting next door. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you again for another edition of AAW, TNA, Falling Star, whatever it may be. But I'll see you on the other side. Thank you for watching, guys. See you